So this evening, I want to talk about being liberated. And that's an interesting subject, liberated. And there's so many connotations for liberated. And I'm going to use the word liberated for each one of us on this phone call tonight, meaning that you do not need to be stuck in patterns, old belief systems, or even fears or emotions that are going on and around and about you at this time. And it's awfully important for us to think about it. Being liberated means nothing owns you, controls you, or manipulates you. And we all fall into this trap. And we fall in this trap where something controls or manipulates you. So perhaps you have a great job and you're worried about losing your job. Or perhaps you're going through a period of trial and tribulation and fear, and you let the fear, trial, and tribulation own you. Or perhaps you're not feeling confident about yourself and you're insecure. It owns you. I think by now you get the inference that I'm making, and that is anything you fear, you doubt, you feel insecure about, whether it's self-worth, self-love, self-esteem, relationships, family, friends, money, whatever it is, it owns you. Owns you meaning it controls you. It controls you because it puts you into a mental prison. And then you dwell upon it. So remember, what you think you create, what you create you experience. Isn't it great that we have free will and free choice? That allows us to experience anything we so desire. Notice my words, experience. You see, everything on this planet is experiential. It's created with emotion. Motion is energy. And energy is electromagnetic. Electromagnetic means it draws into your life like a magnet into whatever you're thinking about. Right now, there's a lot of fear going on about the pandemic, about jobs, about money, about health. All these things are going on over and over, and we hear it on the radio. We hear it on the TV. We hear it in conversations. We hear it over and over again. And some people take ownership of it, and they live in the fear of it, and it ties their hands, and they feel frustrated, and it lowers their vibrations, which lowers their immune systems, which lowers their health, which makes them susceptible to colds or whatever that's going on. All this stuff is going on. We are not creating it. We, on this call, or as other humans, are accepting it. That's the key. Do you accept all these fears, all these anxieties, all the hate? You accept all those things that are happening. And if you do, congratulations, you took ownership of it. I would think by now you're beginning to understand what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is that nothing must own you, control, or manipulate you. Now I realize with some people, with some souls, it's really very trying. It's really very difficult. Because perhaps their life is so filled with emotional trauma and doubts and fears and insecurities. Yet, one thing you need to remember, and that is you are a great creator of your life. In other words, you're the manifester of your life. Every experience you have directly or indirectly created in your life. And I don't know about you, but about me, there's some things I created that I go, boy, I should have thought of twice about that one. But you must understand that you are the S-O-U-L, S-O-L-E creator. Therefore, everything is an experience. Everything is to empower you. Everything is to raise your vibrations. And everything is to make you understand that you have choices. And these choices can tie your hands and bound yourself, or you can untie your hands, unbound yourself, and have the freedom to go out in this world to experience love and joy and happiness and positivity. Goodness knows, all of us on this call have had some challenging moments and negativity in our lives. I don't know about you, but I choose not to create them anymore. And sometimes things will happen that will create chaos in your life. And as I look at some of the things that are happening, I go, yeah, did I create this? Maybe. But on the other hand, I don't have to be part of the challenge. Or perhaps you're getting a message from Spirit saying, or True Source, we're going to throw a few little oddballs at you for you to realize it's time to make a change. Either way, there's a message in it. And whether it's joy and happiness, the message is simple, by the way. Create more joy and happiness. And if it's challenging, why do I want to create more of these challenges in my life? Sometimes challenges are created because your vibrations are so strong that they're throwing up a roadblock for you to get out of the positivity and doubt yourself. Wait a minute, how big is this roadblock? Actually, this roadblock is about a foot high. Some people will make it a mile high. Some will say, it's a foot high. I think I'm going to make it down to zero and cross over it, and I no longer have a roadblock. It's that simple. But we get into our minds. We have to analyze everything to death. And if we analyze, we have to add more to it and make it more dense, and so on and so forth. If you break everything down to as simplistic as possible, you realize whatever that challenge is in your life, it's very easy to overcome when you break it down. And when you realize your joy in your life, break it down to, what did I do to create this joy? I got it. Now I have the choice. And the choice is, you want to be behind the 8 ball, alongside the 8 ball, or in front of the 8 ball. I don't know about you, but I want to be in front, always leading. You know, you are a leader in your own life. Leaders lead, and each one of you is a leader. Each one of you are unlimited. Each one of you have created in your life, either before you incarnated or after, everything you have experienced. And now you see the chaos around this world that have been created by a few. They get reinforced by those living in fear and doubt and begin to negate, change, and reverse the energies by love and positivity. So you got a choice. You have a choice now. You've always had this choice. And your choice is to experience love and joy and happiness. Experience love and joy and happiness. What does that mean? It means your perfect life. You know, I talk about perfect. It's everything that your soul so desires that brings about love and joy and happiness. In these coming days, in these coming years, and hours and minutes, remember one thing. No matter how bleak or dark it looks, the sun is always shining. You are always shining. You are unlimited. And you have that choice. You say, whatever I was supposed to learn, I've learned. Move on. I'm done. I'm finished. I don't need to live in this fear or doubt or anxiety or insecurity anymore. I choose to be unlimited. I choose to have love. I choose to have happiness. I choose to be great soul that will change the thinking on this planet for everyone around me to bring about that love and joy and happiness that this planet needs. And I am one of the leaders who will share that. And I will touch everyone I can with love and joy and happiness. Remember one thing. There are no limitations except self-imposed limitations. And when you say, I can't do this, all you're saying is, I won't do it. Because the person that's in charge of your life is you. There are no victims, only those who create the victims. So for me and for you, let's create change. Let's create happiness. Let's create joy. Let's create everything that will make this planet positivity. And you know what? For everything you do, the right action and correct exchange, as you create that for the planet and for others, comes back to you tenfold.